Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your support, your comments, for sharing and subscribing. I am very, very grateful, so thank you very much. It's been a while, I know, my bad. I've just been, I'm sure like everyone else, just going through some stuff. So yeah, I thought I'd come back today and share another video with you. And trying to, I've got loads of videos still to do from stuff that's come up, and then I've got more information coming through, and it's like, okay, spirit, stay down, it's too quick, I need to catch up first. So I'm just trying to catch up and then hopefully make space for the new. So that's where I'm at. I hope you're all doing as well as you can. I know it's very challenging and trying times with everything happening and going on the planet. Energies are just all over the place. So, my advice to you would be just to hold your own, stay centered, stay present, stay grounded. Yeah, just at this time, it's potentially beneficial for you to maybe just focus on you a little bit. Some people might say selfish. It's not really selfish, focusing on you is an act of self-love. This journey is all about self-love. But yeah, protect your energy. Just take your time. There's no rush, and stay hydrated. It's really hot out there. So today's video, I am going to share my perspective, and it is just a perspective, sorry, my bad, on mucoid plaque. Now, I am going to say this first because this was just a train of thought that came in, just a train of thought that I went on in terms of the information I'm going to share. I'm not saying 100% it is truth, but I'm going to share it anyway, just for the simple fact I made myself a promise that I wasn't going to abandon myself, and that I'm going to do the things that I said I was going to do, and speaking about this was one of them, so I'm going to put it out there anyway. Now there might be some truth in what I'm saying. I haven't done extensive research, I'm not going to lie, but I'm just kind of going to speak about what came through to me, and as I'm learning to trust information as it surfaces or however it shows up in my life. So that's where I'm at with this. So yeah, I hope you're going to enjoy. I hope you enjoy. Yeah. So mucoid plaque. Now there's a lot of information out there on it. Some people may not have even heard of it. That's okay. Just do some research and you will quickly become to know what it is. Off the top of my head, I'll do my best to just give you a little information on it. So mucoid plaque. So the body makes mucus, we know that anyway. You kind of have mucus lining in your esophagus all the way down. It's the way in which food can slide. So it's like a mucilage mucus, the way food can slide down, and it also acts as a protective barrier in the gut. So if you can imagine all the food you eat, you're eating a packet of crisps, you've got no mucus, that's going to really scratch your throat, right? So mucus is being formed to help with that natural process of allowing food so that you can swallow food safely. It's the best way I can put that. Sorry, the words ain't coming today. Now, in the well-being community, it's said that mucus or mucoid plaque is a build-up of mucus and plaque, and within that we get bacteria and parasites, and they create this safe haven, if you like, for them. And I'm going to try and get a picture to show you what it can look like when it comes out, because it comes out that way. It does look very alien, and it makes sense because we're dealing with, I say it makes sense, it's, you know, we're dealing with parasites, bacterias, which are all, I'm going to say a lot of them are extraterrestrial. They live inside us. You know, we are potentially, don't quote me on this, I'm going to go 40-50% bacteria. Anyway, you know, it lives on our skin, our hair, our eyes, everywhere, inside, outside. So we are made up of quite a lot of bacteria, and they are our friends. You know, let's not be afraid of them. They help us, they serve us a purpose in some way, shape or form, which is that sometimes they can also contribute to health conditions. So yes, coming back to the mucoid plaque, yeah, so they kind of build a safe haven and have these biofilms, protective barriers that they put up so that they cannot be easily penetrated with, say, like antibiotics or anything that you're taking. It's a protective barrier that stops anything getting in. Now, that would make sense because any living organism wants to survive. You know, their primary goal isn't to kill you because they need a host. Without a host, they can't survive, right? So they want to become adaptive. You know, they create the biofilms, and this protects them from food you're eating, anything you're taking, so that they can survive, basically. I mean, yes, there are things you can do, supplements and herbs and juices and all of that. You know, just in foods, certain foods in general, you can act as a way of breaking through the biofilm and, you know, clearing it out and destroying them, which is in the health and well-being community. That's what a lot of people aim to do through detoxing and juicing and things like that. Yeah, I will try and get that picture and you'll see it. It does look alien. But coming back to that, so yeah, to me, yes, it makes sense. I get it. But I also had to question, if I don't show the picture, then you can just Google it and you'll find a picture. I just started questioning it, and I was like, okay, I get it. A lot of people say they feel very emotional, some quite angry, intense abdominal pains before this releases, and a lot of side effects. If you're releasing it in the way that you're releasing it, then you're pulling out a lot of parasites and toxins and cellular waste from the body, so it can make you feel, it's part of the detox symptom, it can make you feel quite bad. So they say that's what a lot of people report. But I just got to question it as I was just thinking about things in terms of fascia, connective soft tissue, and what it looks like when it comes out is fascia, connective soft tissue, to what it looks like to me. I mean, someone else might say it doesn't, and that's fine. So I was just like, okay, so what is this? Is this a protective membrane that we have in our gut? And by doing these things, I'm not saying not to do them, it's just that they can be aggressive. And this is also something that came up for me when on my journey of healing and detoxing. I did a meditation actually, and there was talking about using light in a way of like laser blasting, and I was just like, do we have to, like, is that the way? Like, it's quite aggressive. Why are we being aggressive? You know, these things are living in us. Is our best approach going to be, you know, approach it aggressively? What are the side effects of doing that? So yeah, I have been questioning a lot and thinking, is there another way, a different way? Maybe there is. Is a question that I often say to myself lately. Maybe there's another way, just to be open to other avenues or possibilities of way in which things can be done. Remember, it's infinite possibilities, right? So yeah, I just got to questioning, you know, if this is it, part of us in terms of our connective soft tissue that weaves in and out of organs. It's around the whole body. It's this intricate web that kind of gives us our structure. It holds us up. You know, the bones and muscles are not doing that. That's the mechanics. The connective soft tissue is what allows us to take on our shape and our form, to stand up. It's holding us together as a unit, as a being. if that makes sense. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but having fun here. So yeah, this connective soft tissue is a intelligence, is your intelligence, right? So when I got to seeing it, I got to question, I was like, are we interrupting or interfering with an intelligence that we have in our gut in the way of potentially a protective lining that we have of connective soft tissue in the gut? Are we breaking it at some point in our gut and then allowing then that to come out? I just got to question that, and I just got to question it, and I thought I'd just share it, and like I said, I don't know if there is 100% any truth in that, but I'm going to share it anyway, because there might be something in it. You might get something out of this. So connective soft tissue is our intelligence. I'm going to do another video on it anyway, so I'll spare that for that video. So I was in a community and someone was reporting that they're releasing a lot, and I'm like, at the time I was working through something and I had a lot of stuff going on in my belly button, I had all this other stuff information coming in, and I just got me thinking about it differently, kind of just spun it. And they said they was pooping out quite a lot, and I'm like, what if they're actually pooping out their connective soft tissue and it's just coming out and coming out and coming out? Like, could this be dangerous? Like, there's a lot of studies done on it, I know that for a fact, and a lot of people do find the benefit of releasing it. But I still question whether it is a part of an intelligence that we have inside of us. Your gut is your emotional intelligence, right? It's not the only place, but it's 9 meters of bacteria and everything else. People often say your gut is your first brain, so take care of your gut. Everything's done here. Serotonin, melatonin, oxytocin stems here. I mean, I question the oxytocin because the heart is quite powerful. They say the heart's the second brain. I personally feel first brain, second brain, and then control center. Personally, is where I'm at with that, but each their own, right? So yeah, as I read that, I started to question, could you actually be passing through some or lots of your connective soft tissue, and if so, what are the dangers of that? So I just got thinking and got questioning like that. So I just thought I'd share that with you when we're releasing it, because when we're releasing mucoid plaque in that way and it comes out in the way it comes out, are we interfering with part of our innate intelligence? And is there another way of doing it? I mean, there's many ways of healing anyway. It's not just a one way or 2 ways, there's loads, and I'll get to that in later videos as I'm on that journey and I'm discovering. I'll say discovering and remembering, because that's really all this is, remembering a lot. So connective soft tissue, mucoid plaque. It looks alien in some pictures anyway. Like, if you haven't seen it, when you do, you'll be like, oh, like, it's not a pleasant sight, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's just where I was at with that. Is that a way of, yes, detoxing and cleansing, but are we interfering with something that we haven't yet caught up with? Could we be damaging? I don't want to say damaging, I don't think that's the right word, because a lot of people report a lot more benefits from it, but I just question if we are getting rid of some of our innate intelligence in the process of doing so. Yeah. So I was just thinking, where am I going with that? But yeah, no, mucoid plaque is a build-up of toxins and cellular waste and whatever else. It will interfere with your health and well-being. It will play a bigger role, just like many other things. It will play a big role with your health conditions. I'm not saying go out there and you try and get rid of it. Your body does it naturally. Remember who you are. Remember how to heal You remember how you can do it naturally. Yes, these things are there and they're designed to help, assist, but there's more than one way. It's just whatever, I guess, takes your fancy, or whichever way you're being called. Just remember, your soul has a plan for you. Just trust it. Easier said than done, I know. But yeah, that's just the message I have for you today. Like I said, I'm not claiming that is fact or truth in what was said. It's just something that got me questioning it in a different way. Yeah, connective soft tissue. Yeah, it's a connective soft tissue, a protective barrier or lining we have, maybe even a filtration system for the gut. Are we breaking that and pooping that out to help release and get rid of the bacteria and the biofilms? Or alternatively, that is what is produced, is something that looks like that. And if I can get the picture, I will put it somewhere here, probably earlier when I mentioned it earlier, just so you can see. If not, just Google it. Maybe if you actually YouTube it, there's loads out there. So but yeah, that's the message I have for you today. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for supporting me. Please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to comment if you want to. And I'll be back soon for another video. Take care.